لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله سيد الأنبياء وخاتم المرسلين. أحمدك ربي على كل قضائك وجميع قدرك، حمد الرضا بحكمك لليقين بحكمتك، وأصلي وأسلم على خير خلقك ونور عرشك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Brothers and sisters in Islam, respective viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and ahlan wa sahlan, and welcome to our program. Let us make a special dua to Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. May Allah Rabbul Izzah Tabarak wa Ta'ala bring peace and safety and understanding to each and every house of the Muslimin. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala bring the harmony and understanding between husband and wife, father and children, Muslims, non-Muslim. May Allah bring peace and security to each and every mankind, inshallah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we would like to remind you that our program here is not a fatwa program. It's a educational program. We just want to discuss some issues so that we can share with you your problem and your moment. And we ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, may Allah guide all of us to practice the deen of Allah. We got a message from our sisters. She's complaining that her life is very hard with the husband. And we did talk in many programs about the right of the husband and right of the wife. The biggest decision and the most serious decision in your life when you marry, when you decide to marry. Why? Because that marriage could be Jannah or Jahannam, could be Hasanat dunya, that reward, and the Jannah of dunya. When you have sakan, you have peace, you are gaining. Jannah is a minor Jannah or small example of Jannah in dunya. What a lovely family when the husband loves the wife and loves the husband, and the children love parents and they obey parents. There's no problem, there's no fight, there's no friction in that small Jannah or in a small place where Allah put us. Why I'm saying that? Because we got some cases. We don't like to expose the ummah on TV, or just want to remind you that the fight between husband and wife, it's part of life. We should not be there. But we have a different opinion. We have a different aim and target to achieve. And we have a different type of mentality. So what can we do now? We just bring something that's called taqarub. We bring the people together. And if we do fear Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will create وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً, made amongst you love and mercy. My friend here, she's complaining about her life is very difficult. This man shouting her, she got this and that. What I'm trying to say now, marriage is a taqdeer of Allah. Divorce is the decision. Allah doesn't like that divorce. Plus, كانت جنتي فخرجت منها. It was my heaven and I went by my own wish out of my heaven. All that problem which we face in our life, this is insan. Qabil and Habil, children of Adam, had no problem at that time and start to make some differences. Amongst the Sahabat of Rasulullah was a different opinion. So that is called Sunnatullah. This is the nature of life. We are children of Adam. We are the children of Adam. So let me tell my sisters, it's not calamity. We'll make a special dua that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala make it easy for you to understand that the difficulties or that problem maybe is a price of Jannah for you, Not only husband, the problem of the children, the problem of life nowadays. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. Indeed, we have created mankind in hardship. Presidents, kings, rich, poor, kabad. Since you born, maybe before you born, you are facing some calamity. Babies in the stomach of the mother facing some calamity. First day, a lot of tears, sickness of the children, difficulties. You got difficulties in your body, difficulties in your behavior, in your mind. You got difficulties in akhirah. So, kabad. We will rest when we pass the sirat and we go to Allah fi maq'ad sidqin 'inda malik muqtadir. We will go to the place, that a real place of peace. Maq'ad sidq, it means the absolute peaceful place 'inda malik, by the king's muqtadir, able to give me what I'm looking for. We make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah make it easy for those who are in difficulties and in hardship, in any type of difficulties and hardship. If it's for the sake of Allah, it's darajat. If it's for the sake of dunya, may Allah make it easy for you. And we know so many of our sisters and our brother, they're suffering a lot. 2/3 of the ummah got a crisis of food, health, and this is a test. لولا الشدائد لساد الناس كلهم. If it was not hardship, everyone will be the champion, everyone will be equal. As I said, from the time of birth till Sirat, the final destination of Akhirah, is difficult, stress, legal stress or illegal stress. People got kabad. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had that hardship for the sake of Allah from the young age till the last day he was living. Anbiya, pious people, they did face that calamity, and everyone is a fitna for another one. وَجَعَلْنَا بَعْضَكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ fitna. We have made some of you a temptation and test for some of you. Then, will you make sabr? Nabi Muhammad said, yes, Bala ya Rabbi wa asbr. Yes, Ya Allah, I will tolerate, I will take it, because that is a taqdeer of Allah. Dunya like this. Dunya on and off. Happiness and grief and sadness and sickness and health, rich, poor. From the time you're born till the time you leave, you are in the test. The child who's, even the small children in the grade 1 or grade 2, we scream too much when we teach them Quran. It is a big job to teach your child A, B, C, or Alif, Bata. The mother screamed, go path, go sleep, don't do that. It's a lot of shout to tell the child, behave yourself. From that time till karb plus karb, difficulties after difficulties. But the biggest karb, the biggest difficulties, brothers and sisters in Islam, when you close your eyes and you face your destiny on the day of Qiyamah, that you have no reward at all, or you have no iman, and the karb of dunya, the difficulties of dunya, we can take it. But what about kurbatum min kurabi yawm al-qiyamah? That hardship or difficulties of the difficulties of Qiyamah, no one will help you. That's why you said a real karb, when you are there and the difficulties in the grave or after the resurrection, and then you're facing your destiny, and that is a real karb, and everlast karb. Karb is the difficulties and hardship. These difficulties of dunya, someone can help us. Maybe we can die and we get rid of it, but what about that one? Brothers and sisters in Islam, this is mukabada. I want to tell my young sisters and my young daughters, make sabr. Get used to that sabr. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu isbiru wa sabiru wa rabitu. Isbiru means learn how to be patient. Take it. And wasabiru, move on. Some people just give up quickly. Warabitu, get used to it. Get used to it, like our mothers and our elderly people, they know how to tolerate, they know how to take it from Allah, even from the other people. All of us, that karb irritate us. That karb, that difficulties, that hardship you experience in your life, let us cry, got huzn, irritate our dunya. We don't feel the pleasure and enjoyment because we don't like to be irritated. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you if you mean it. That's why some difficulties is a grant from Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, so that you can gain a status on the day of Qiyamah. Read the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not only him, everyone, you will find him difficult. Look at the rich and the wealthy people, how they make it. They make it in a very heavy way, and they were struggling too much, suffering too much to get this one here. We said whatever problem you have, if you compare it with the difficulties of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you did not get anything. I'm telling you, if you make sabr and you accept that difficulties and calamity, you will get something from some way you never expected. They call it min haythu la tahtasib, from some way you never thought about it. And then after that ease come, maybe your son will give you the pleasure, not your husband. Maybe your grandson. There is some surprise coming to you, and we enjoy that surprise after the difficulties. And you see, after the people suffering a lot, you enjoy it, not you wake up and you get it like this. Why I'm saying that? Because when we see our sisters in Islam suffering and struggling and crying, and they find that divorce is a solution, we said no. Shaking the arsh of Allah is not a solution. Sabr and sabr and sabr till Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you that hidden option you never thought about it, inshallah. May Allah grant you sabr and make it easy for those who are in difficulties, inshallah. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. And once again, we say shukran jazilan that you tuning to our channel. We ask Rabbul Izzah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, may Allah make it easy for those who are in financial difficulties and hardship. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant hidayah and guidance to our children. May Allah bring peace and security to the homes of the Muslim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala secure us in dunya and akhirah, and may Allah grant us that energy and that power so that we can take the test of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Brothers and sisters in Islam, once again I have to remind you that the difficulties or that hardship you're facing, you are a hero. When you've been irritated by difficulties, it's indication that you are very human. You are very, very human, and you wish that you can please Allah through the taqdeer of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تُبْلَوُنَّ, you will be tested. And then when we say وَلَا تُبْلَوُنَّ وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ, we will test you. So don't try to avoid. The animal be tested, trees be tested. It's a system of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. The problem is not that calamity, the problem is your reaction. All of us, we get sick and we get healed and cure. All of us, we lose money. All of us, we got funeral and some loss of souls. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to see your reaction. And this is the hero. That is a championship when you take it and you invest on it. You have to invest on that calamity because you lost it, so don't lose the reward of it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He talk about وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ, we will test you. So you must accept it's going to happen. Only we ask Allah, Allah give us power to take it or reduce it and make that calamity our size. Yes, our size. Sometimes you're not ready for that calamity in that moment, so we need it our size so that we can take it. Right. بِشَيْءٍ, we will test you with little bit. You must know, whatever calamity you have, it's shay. Shay, it means little bit, not full. Allah is Ghafur Rahim, and He give you little, the minimum of shay'in min al-khawf. Khawf is the fear. Now you can name, we did talk about fear before, any type of fear. Fear of losing money, fear of robbery, any type of fear. Right? وَنَقْسِمْ وَمِنَ الْخَوْفِ, and then وَالْجُوع. Ju' is hunger. Hunger. 2/3 of the ummah are hungry, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَنَقْسٍ بِالْأَمْوَالِ. نَقْسُ الْأَمْوَالِ, it means shortage of money. You have business people understand this. 1 month, mashallah, another month you can't even pay the worker. It's like that, business like that, up and down. You expect that you're going to lose some money, because we must, as we feel happy when we receive from Allah, also we must accept when Allah takes something from you. What thamarat? Thamarat, it means plantation, harvest, crops. Yes, farmer when he plant and stay 1 year to receive the harvest and crops, then any calamity come. It's very heavy also, thamarat. And then, well, anfus, I forgot to tell you about an anfus. Anfus is a soul. Everyone is a mayyit. Every one of us is potential death. Now we're talking, we don't know, after a few minutes, and we get anbiya and salihin and young and old, healthy, not healthy, they die. It's a system of Allah, is a taqdeer of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Give a glad tiding for those who know how to make sabr. Sabr, it means holding your reaction for the pleasure of Allah. They call it sabrun jamil. We've been irritated by many. So who is that one who is able to react, able to respond, but he hold and suppress that anger for the pleasure of Allah? And I think you and I, we know it very well. When your father start to irritate you, you hold. What can we do? One elderly person make funny thing in front of you, you can't say anything, because out of respect, or you're a Muslim, you're not allowed to do that. Or maybe your manager or your director or those who got authority, you hold for the sake of Allah. Or your son makes something and you hold for the sake of Allah. That is the real power. They call it sabrun jamil. You hold and you tolerate for the pleasure of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, while you are able to respond and to react. We ask Rabbul Izzat tabarak wa ta'ala, may Allah Rabbul Izzat make it easy, and let us come back to that problem of the sister when we say the husband every time telling her الرجال قوامون على النساء. There's an ayah in Quran say like that. Rijal, my friend, Rijal. And really, as Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was encouraging the men to be a servant of the women. Servant. Khadim, servant. And all of us, we are serving our wives and our children. You work for who? You are here in this dunya to be a soldier under the command of your wife and your children. Otherwise, you're not a parent. You are not the family man. So what is the meaning of a rijal? A rijal, it means a real man. We got masculine, or male and female. Not everyone is rijal, but all of us, we male. Male is like cockroach is male. And we got the male tree and female tree. And we got other creations called male. No problem, male. But who's a real man, like they say for the soccer? We're going to give a check or award for the man of the match. You got 11 player, 22 player, 11, and you choose one person, we call him the man of the match. What is the man of the match? The one from the first moment, play on the level, till the last whistle in the match. We call him the man of the match. The one who serve, the one who play on all sides, but sometimes you find him defender and striker, all. And really, he done his job and the job of the other. We call him man, the man of the match. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ar-Rijal. So are you the man of the match? Ar-Rijal, Qawwamun. Many people, they got error on this Arabic word. Before I come to the program, I did do my research properly, and we're ready to debate with anyone. Qawwam come from Qayyim, Ibn al-Qayyim, Qayyim. Standing to serve. Many people say is authority, superior. No. You must learn, understand the tafsir of the ayah, and read all the tafsir. What is qawwam? Qawwam is exaggerating of qama, yaqumu, qiyama. Qiyama, you're standing up. Hayya ala salah, qad qamat as-salah. You stand up to do what? To hit your wife? To irritate your wife? To trouble your wife? No, to serve your wife. So, الرجال قوامون على النساء. So, what is qawama? You become in charge. You are there to serve your wife. You are there to please and entertain your wife and to make her happy. Not only wife, your mother, daughter, any women around you, you become a khadim. And you people, they're English people, they say ladies first. It's a little bit of ladies first. It means I serve the lady first. Rahmatul. This surah in Quran is called Surah An-Nisa. Right? So the one who qawwam ala nisa, the one who look after each and every aspect of the wife's or the woman's life. In the house, you are responsible for each and every action in your house. The way your wife dress, the need of the wife, the money of the wife, you look after, you become responsible. Otherwise, you're not rijal. We call you mudhakkar, masculine. Same like the cockroach and the creation of Allah, or that bird flying on a tree. We call al-qayyim, qawwam is mean the khadim. They say qayyim al-masjid, is like mutawalli. Mutawalli is the one who wash and clean and make all the khidmat for that. Qawwam, it means exaggerating on action, not a routine work. You're standing and very obvious, very sense that you serve your wife. No one will blame you. They say why are you serving your wife? You say, it's Allah asked me to be qawwam. You scared of your wife? No, I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of Allah through my wife, because He will ask me about this lady on the day of Qiyamah. So what my message today, just tell sister-in-law, children, brother, mother-in-law, let your son, let your brother serve his wife so that he can bring peace. Don't instigate and make takhbeeb and cut off the relationship between couples, husband and wife. You're shaking the house, you're shaking the life of the children. So what I'm trying to say now, let the man serve his wife. We call it qa'im bil a'mal. You know what is qa'im bil a'mal? Acting manager. We got manager, president, we got deputy president, the one who do all the work. So qawwam, it means the one who done the action personally. You don't send someone else to do. Your wife need the doctor, your wife wants you to be with her. I don't want to give you the story of this lady here, because really it's very painful that this man had an ex-wife and then still looking after the ex-wife, and he left his own wife. We call it ex-wife. The divorced woman is not your wife. You're not allowed to communicate with this lady in such way like this. But you have to look after the lady who's under you. You have qawama on her. Then, if your wife got some negative thing or positive thing, it's your responsibility. If your wife wear the hijab, she done salah, Allah reward you. If she doesn't, Allah will question you about that. So you are qawwam for each and every action of her life. Why you are late is not because we want to have authority on her, because I have worry about you. You're under me, and Allah will ask me about you. So it's about service, responsibility, and authority under the law of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. So if your wife doesn't read salah, your wife laughing and smiling to a man, you have to correct her. All the problem of your wife is your responsibility. My friend, he said, no, she got her own grave. And I got, yes, you got your own grave, but you will never have your own hisab without getting the file of your wife on top of you. Innahu jannatiki wa narik. It's your jannah or your jahannam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring peace and security and safety to our married people, inshallah. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. And once again, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gave us that opportunity. And shukran for your comment and your emails, SMSs and phone calls. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring peace and security to our houses and our family. And I'm not here to take the side of the man or the women. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is more merciful than any law or any way of thinking. We accept the law of Allah, the rules of Allah, and we have to remind you again about the qawama. I challenge anyone who can prove that Islam was against the women or violate the right of the women. I challenge, because they don't see us in our house, they don't see how much khidmah we make, how serious is that qawam in our life, they don't understand. The only one who make qawama and khidma is a Muslim man. You can get some individual here and there, but the majority, we are worried about the life of our wives and akhirah, the day after of our wife. Not only wife. When we say nisa, al-rijalu qawwamuna, nisa, it means women, female, women. So that women, sometimes you're not married, so it's your mother and your sister. Sometimes you're married, but your wife passed away, so your daughter, and then you got a neighbor, you got people who work for you. So nisa is nisa, not only, I don't mean only wife, but most common one is a wife. The other thing also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this lady to you to do what? To serve. I'm telling you, impossible to live with a lady with a pleasure, with a pressure. What is say a pressure? You hate her and then you live with her. How come? We need second, we need calmness, we need peace in the house so that we can worship Allah. And this is our agreement. Nakahtuha wa qabiltuha. I have married her and I accepted her with that problem. That qabiltuha means I accept her, the way she look, or the way she behave, and make dua Allah maintain our life, inshallah. All of us, we in the khidmat, on the surface of our wife, our mother, our children, because there is surah. Why? Because she gave service not only to you, to the whole family. So from Fajr time till Maghrib time, the first one she wake up, the last one she sleep, is our mothers and our wife. I'm telling you, Wallahi al-Azim, if the man got the pain of labor, he will die. He would die one time. If the man carried that baby for 1 week, we can't even take the cry of the children. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this lady peace and calmness and sabr and energy. May Allah reward each and every woman who serve for the pleasure of Allah and may Allah grant all our mothers and our elderly people Jannatul Firdaus for that wonderful khidmah. I know we did live this life and see how much sacrifice our mothers gave us, deen and akhlaq and adab and everything. The other thing also, let me talk to the husband now. The only one who can satisfy the wife, it's you, not the children. Not the children. When your wife sick, don't send her to her son. You are the amanat, you got authority. Ar-rijalu qawwamuna ala nisa. I'm very sorry to say that because we got someone just hand over his wife to her child. I'm telling you, the one who is responsible to look after the wife is the husband, no one else. And that's why the problem comes to our houses. You just rely on your brother to look after you. Impossible. He's not a mahram. How come your brother take your wife to the doctor or buy for her clothes and see all her private thing? You are the responsible person. So the only one who can help, it's you. And the only one will be questioned about that in the day of Qiyamah, it's you. The other thing also, that Sahabiya, when Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave her the news, he said, oh so and so, ihtasabi akhaki, he passed away. Say, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, your brother passed away. She said, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Then he called her again and say, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, your uncle passed away. She said, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. When Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told her, ihtasibi zawjak, say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, that your husband passed away, she could not say inna lillahi wa inna raji'un. She said, wa harba. Wa harba is like petty on me. Oh, what a big suffer I will have. So they asked her, say, you did not say that for your brother, for your uncle, for your father. Why you I say for us? She said, I remember the children who has no father, but she didn't mean that. She meant, I will not have a husband. I will live widow. And ask any widow, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them health and may Allah make it easy for them. The widow, the lady who husband passed away, when she get that news that husband passed away, there is some psychological problem happening in her mind. She can't fill the form in the new status, marriage status, widow, and then she become a father and mother. And then she's suffering. She become alone in this dunya. That's why Nabi Muhammad ﷺ said, looking after armala, that looking after the widow and the yatim, you are mujahid for the sake of Allah. So what I'm trying to say, Nabi Muhammad ﷺ said to that lady who said, Wa harba, inna rajula la bid'un min al mar'ah. The man is a piece of the women. It's like that. The women live, we fight and what. By the end of the day, she said, my husband is coming. I will tell him. She raised hope on that. When you cut that hope, that lady become alone, lonely, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will interfere on that. The last message I can give it to my friend, those who interfere to break that second and calmness and peace in the house, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised them Jahannam. That they call it takhbib. Takhbib, it means instigate, causing a friction between two lovers for the sake of Allah. Two brothers, two uncles, husband and wife, children. You got some people at work, they live together and they help together, and you start to instigate and cause a friction. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep him away from Jannah. That is very serious. So mother-in-law, sister-in-law, please let your son enjoy and let your son do his amanat on his wife, because it is responsibility for him on the day of Qiyamah. I know he's your child, but make dua for your child, and you don't wish for your child to enter Jahannam. That's why we said to the brother, I know you love your son, but if you really love your son, help him to please his wife and look after his wife so that he can enter Jannah with you. Otherwise, you're depriving your son from Jannatul Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now we'll talk about the women. Women, she's human being, and her nature like this. And Allah asked me and you to accept her the way she is. We try to maintain, we try to understand the nature of the women, the pressure on the women. But you got some women we call her nashes. Nashes means disobedient. Impossible to find a man and women. You people say you don't understand, you don't have some thought of harmony or some thought of chemistry. Khalas, you got children from that man, try to avoid the anger of this man, try to have that peace. You create that peace. Otherwise, when you cause the friction, or you irritate your husband, you're falling under something it's called nushuz, and the nashes, you got a special sharia. Read the hadith on Bukhari or Sahih Muslim or any type of Islamic kitab, you will find a chapter, it's called Al-Mar'atun Nashiz or Nushuz, the disobedient. Oh, may Allah make it easy. Once your wife disagree with you and then start to be rebellious and disobedience, your life gone. Your life gone. And that is the biggest problem. That's why Islam encouraged the women to obey the husband for the sake of Allah. For the sake of Allah. How you know that this woman is nashes or disobedience or gain the anger of Allah? When she changed her attitude to fix him up. Yes, I'm going to sleep early to know that I'm very important. That is no shoes, my friend. You can't penalty your husband by such a way like this. And then you dislike his family. Yes, you just to punish him. No, you didn't do that for my mother, I won't do that for your mother. That is nushuz. Another thing, when you stop not sleep with your husband just to punish him. I'm sick or I'm tired or what. It's a hadith here. Or she put him on a hardship to make him disabled financially. Make for us food, you say no oil. But she got butter or some other oil there, she can do it. Make for us this, I don't have what. And she let the husband go and take away food, put him on a trouble. That is also disobedient. Allah doesn't like that. Then another one is said, كحلت في وجه زوجها. What is kahal? Frown. That face. Husband come from work and she was smiling and watching TV and very happy. When that uncle come, she make like this and then she try to show him the face of anger. But you will not like that. No, I just want to teach him a lesson. That is also disobedience. Allah doesn't like that. Nabi Muhammad said, it will cause sakhat Allah. Any women, kahalat fi wajhi zawja. Kahalat, it means you give him a frown, the angry face. No, that man, he got enough outside, he must come and get. And the man as well when you do that. And then Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there are 4 women, definitely they will enter Jahannam. Beside the other sin, this is a sin. Number 1, the women who give taklif of her husband. Ma la yutiq. You put the burden on him and you give him a difficulties to buy something or to put him on taklif. And then Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, La tasturu nafsiha anir rijal. She does not hide herself from the stranger. She go without scarf, or she's walk without hijab on a yard, on the street. She doesn't have that modesty. Then, badhi'atul lisan. They got a sharp tongue. Sharp tongue. Women, very sensitive, women, very romantic. I don't know from where she get that ugly words or that sharp tongue or that heavy words. And then, Nabi Muhammad said, the other lady, her job is just to eat, drink, sleep, and wearing clothes. Has no desire or intention to serve the man at all. They make it partnership. Partnership, it means she just accompany that man for a while. No, our nikah is a mission, is a deen. This lady is my partner and I'm a responsible person till the day of Qiyamah. May Allah bring peace to the house of Muslimin. May Allah grant all the wives and husbands hidayah, inshallah. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brother and sister in Islam. And once again, we make special dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide all the husbands and wives. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them the peace and harmony and security. And may Allah bring the muhabbat and love amongst every Muslim. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala safeguard each and every home from any fight or any violence or any disobedience to Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Before the break, I was talking about some type of women. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said definitely they will enter Jahannam, be punished because of that. So the other one as well, they said when the woman does not read salah, does not make dhikrullah, she must blame herself for any fight or any violence in the house. Because Allah left her alone, and then she must handle her husband alone, and it's going to be very difficult. So salah, obedience of Allah, obedience of Rasulullah, and it will lead us to obey the husband. And Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam praised the women of Jannah. And when there are many, all the great people, the women was behind him. Imam Shafi, a production of them. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his families are the women. There was no sons left. The Ahl al-Bayt, the descending of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The first lady of Jannah, the obedient woman. I know some women obey, but they are not happy. All right, to obey, to bring harmony in front of your children. Many women got a very terrible and difficult husband. But because of marriage, because she want to make the marriage work, she want to fear of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, she sacrifice her pleasure for the sake of her children. And then the children don't notice that, and her family never notice that. She never go and tell. So the first lady of Jannah, the obedient one. Second one, al-afifah. Afifah means the chaste woman. What a lucky person, the one who got clean women. Married her virgin, she never done any haram before marriage. She got a good reputation, her father proud of her. We call Maryam al-Azra, a Virgin Mary, is like a title, never commit any haram. And then after birth of Jesus, we're still calling her Virgin Mary because the chaste, the honor of Maryam alayhi salam. So that many parents, they're proud of their children. His daughter went to university, went to work, she protected her honor and her dignity, and she married and protected the honor of her husband and children, become a great mother. No man has touched her. That is called that afifa, the chaste women. Another thing also, al-wadud. Wadud, it means compassionate. She forgive easily. She forgive easily. It's like that. She always receive the apology. And she always accept and delete it. Tazawwajul wadudul walud. And then the greatest wife is qani'ah. What is qani'ah? The one who got contentment. the one who is happy, coolness of her eyes is from Allah. She got a husband like this, simple life, simple house, and said, Alhamdulillah. Never ever complain her condition, never complain the type of husband or to the family. Clean, and family don't know anything about her. She feel and she showed the people that she's the happiest person in the family. Another thing also, haya, modesty. Modesty, it's natural thing. Haya, it means you feel shy for the pleasure of Allah. Haya is modesty. So Hawa come from haya. Haya is if you don't have modesty, you're not alive. You're dead. You don't have hayat. So what I'm trying to say, normally the insan also must get haya. Some animal got haya, like the camel, he and she. You don't do that thing in front of the other people. What I'm trying to say, encourage your little daughters and the girls how to have haya. Haya when they chat with the people on the phone, or when she walking in the street, how she speak, how she talk, is haya, ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, the biggest problem in the husband and wife life, it's called argument, useless argument. Useless argument create enmity, hatred, and then it's going to end up sometimes with a crime. The other thing, lies. Lies to the wife, it's very painful. She get hurt a lot when the husband lied to her. Lie about money, lies about where he was, and too much lies. Only the lie will allow you when you praise her, say you are the most pretty one in the world. That one we don't count it lie. Why? It's like that. So every woman like to be the only one in her life. The other thing also, we got a very funny woman, we call her Jalaliya. What is Jalaliya? Impossible. I will never imagine that man is scared of his wife. When we say scared, I mean fear. I want to run. Now we get fear, it's called fear of guilt, no problem. But your wife is a Jalaliya. Jaliyat means a Jalaliya is a very fearful woman, just like that? No. Woman is very romantic, very soft, very easy, like that. So that's why we call her woman. The other thing also, we got some other women, it's called Mutasabiya. I'm very sorry to say that, but I have to say it. Mutasabiya means doesn't love her age. You are 45. Why are you acting like 21? No, my friend. You are the mother. So my friend is laughing now. Love your age. Love your age. So now when we say the way she dress and the way to walk, you say, technically you can't do that. Your children is getting already your size. So how do you do that? Grandmother and dressing like a school girl, and she's alhamdulillah, you got that feeling, alhamdulillah, you call it shabab. But you must fear Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, and fear Allah on your makeup, on your zina, and your decoration and accessory. You are the mother of someone, you are the wife of someone, you are grandmother of someone, so you must live your life, live your age. Live your age. And every level of the age, you got its own beauty. So why you become mutasabiya? That's why they say al-qawa'idu min an-nisa, the women who's already crossed the age. Who is this one? No woman will agree. No woman say, no, I never crossed the age. When we tell the lady you are old, she fight. And they lie on their age too much. They say, no, if she's 30, she said I'm 20 or what. Why? Because women are scared to face that level which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us on it. We can't live young forever. And who told you the young one is a pest? We got hikmah. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was how old? And Aisha radiallahu anha, you see? But the problem is not the age, the problem is the spirit or that reaction or attitude or the manner which the men and women got it. And then another big problem, when the women encourage the husband to disobey his mom and dad. I don't know, does this lady love the husband to send him to Jahannam? I cannot imagine a pious woman or a fearful woman or that lady who's God-fearing to tell the man, don't visit your mother. Definitely, this lady is encouraging her husband to enter Jahannam. But she claim and pretend that she's worried about him. If your husband get burned in his finger, you will never rest till you go and buy some medicine and you try to put something there and you try to take out the heat and pain from his finger. But you never thought, when you instigate and push your husband to have a problem with his parents or with anyone else, you are sending your husband not to burn his finger, to burn his body on the fire of Jahannam. So I don't believe it's love, or it's called a blind love, or is incorrect love, when you try to save him from the fire of dunya, but you're not saving him from the fire of akhirah. The other thing also, when we talk about the evil of the women, or the problem of the women causing a problem, we have to understand that the husband as well, you got full responsibility to entertain this woman and to cover her and compensate her of her family and brother and father. And we know some girls, when she married, she doesn't think even about her parents and her family. I got something here about that useless husband. I want to show you about the useless husband. What is the useless husband? The one who does not accept that his wife is under him. They say under him, it means the responsibility of the wife. You got ghira and jealous, and you become a protective of your wife. It's your duty. You have to know it. Another thing also, that husband, he comes to the house like he's going to the hotel. What is going to the hotel? He eat and drinks. After he eat and drinks, take a shower and then walk away. Walk away to go away. To go with his friend, or go to a cafe shop, or play on the mall, or go stand on the street. Is that husband like that? Another one, he become like a problem in the house. The children were playing, and the wife was laughing and smiling like this. When the father come, everyone goes to his room, and stress come, problem come. Are you coming from outside to cause taklif and stress to your family and innocent children like that? Another thing also, he always right. That is the biggest crime the husband do. He always right. You can't say that. You are a human being. كل ابن آدم خطاء. How know you that you are always right? Make mashura of this woman. Listen to the opposition party. Listen to this one. Another thing also, he does not know the value of marriage. He thinks it's an agreement. We are staying here for a while and then everyone will die and khalas. Another thing also, you must understand that he's fully responsible for each and every action in his house and every need in his house, spiritual need or materialistic needs. And then I cannot imagine the husband getting pleasure from out of his house. Go to his friend's house and have fun, then you go home and sleep. No, pleasure, entertainment must be there in your house, not out of your house. Another thing also, arrogance. The father who is mutakabbir, doesn't want to work, doesn't want to fill the eyes of his children with rizq. Children are crying for clothes, crying for food, and he's sitting and playing, and he said, Allah is a provider. No, Allah is a provider through you. You are also a provider if you do the effort for the sake of Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for those who are in difficulties in their home. May Allah Rabbul Izzat Tabarak wa ta'ala guide all of us to obey Allah Tabarak wa ta'ala through our spouses, husband and wife, inshallah. Shukran jazeelan. See you inshallah next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه لا إله